Have you ever wished you could make the man you desire completely captivated by you? Imagine being the woman he can't stop thinking about, the one who fills his mind day and night, not because of flashy tricks of fleeting attraction, but because of something deeper, something real. Sounds like a dream, right? What if I told you that achieving this level of connection doesn't depend on looks, wealth, or luck? Instead, the secret lies in adopting timeless principles that make you irresistible at your core. Let's face it, most advice about love and attraction focuses on superficial qualities. But here's the truth: authentic attraction, the kind that makes a man addicted to you, comes from within. The ancient philosophy of Stoicism holds powerful secrets that can transform not only how you approach relationships, but how you see yourself. These aren't just skills, they're a way of life that shapes you into a woman who exudes strength, wisdom, and grace. Throughout this journey, I'll reveal 10 Stoic skills that will unlock your inner magnetism and create a connection so profound it leaves him hooked. These aren't mere tricks, they're tools for personal growth and lasting love. By the end, you won't just know how to win his heart, you'll feel like the most confident and empowered version of yourself. Are you ready to uncover these life-changing secrets? Let's dive into the first skill, one that is the cornerstone of true attraction: confidence. 1. Confidence. The unstoppable magnet. Picture this: you walk into a room and every pair of eyes instinctively turns toward you, not because of what you're wearing or how you look, but because of the unshakable energy you radiate. This is the power of confidence. It's not loud or flashy, it's quiet, grounded, and undeniably magnetic. Men are naturally drawn to women who know their worth, and confidence is the ultimate way to showcase that. But let's be real. Confidence isn't something you can fake. True confidence comes from a deep belief in yourself, and it's something that takes time and effort to cultivate. So, how do you begin building this powerful trait? Start by setting small, achievable goals that reinforce your sense of accomplishment. Each time you succeed, no matter how small the win, you prove to yourself that you are capable and strong. Over time, these small victories stack up, forming the foundation of your self-assurance. Think about how you speak to yourself. Are your thoughts kind, encouraging, and empowering? Or do you fall into the trap of self-doubt and negative self-talk? The Stoic approach to confidence begins in the mind. Instead of letting fear or insecurity dictate your inner dialogue, plant seeds of positivity. Remind yourself daily that you are capable, deserving, and enough just as you are. Here's a question. Have you ever noticed how posture affects the way you feel? Stand tall, shoulders back, and lift your chin, not just because it looks good, but because it sends a powerful signal to your brain that you are in control. Stoics understood the connection between body and mind, and mastering this physical alignment enhances your confidence from the inside out. When you embrace your own value, you create a ripple effect. Men can sense when a woman is confident, not because she needs validation, but because she carries herself with an energy that says, "I am complete." Confidence is contagious, and it draws people in, creating a sense of security and trust that is irresistible. Let's take a moment to reflect. How often do you celebrate your strengths? How often do you let yourself shine without downplaying your accomplishments? Confidence is about stepping into your power unapologetically. Think of historical figures like the Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius, who led with quiet assurance, even under immense pressure. His unwavering belief in his ability to make decisions inspired loyalty and admiration, a trait that you, too, can cultivate. Imagine this. You're sitting across from a man on a date, and instead of trying to impress him, you simply allow yourself to be present. You laugh without worrying if your smile is perfect. You share your thoughts without second-guessing whether you're interesting enough. This kind of self-assured presence is intoxicating, and it's what makes him want to know more about you. Confidence isn't about being the loudest voice in the room. It's about being the most grounded. It's not about perfection. It's about embracing your imperfections as part of what makes you uniquely beautiful. And when you live with this kind of confidence, you create a connection that's not just attractive but deeply fulfilling. So let me ask you, what's one small step you can take today to nurture your confidence? Is it speaking up in a meeting, trying something new, or simply looking in the mirror and affirming your worth? Remember, confidence isn't built overnight. It's a practice. But with each step, you're becoming the woman he can't help but be addicted to. Are you ready to take the next step on this journey? Because we're just getting started. The next skill will help you harness the power of gratitude to build a connection that goes beyond attraction. Stay with me. This is where the magic happens. 2. Gratitude. The power of appreciation. Have you ever wondered why some people have an energy that feels almost magnetic? It's not just their looks, charm, or what they say. It's the way they make you feel seen, valued, and appreciated. Gratitude is the quiet yet profound force that creates this effect. And it's a skill that can transform not just your relationships but your entire life. Men are drawn to women who radiate gratitude because it's a sign of emotional maturity and a grounded perspective on life. When you embody gratitude, you're not just thankful for what you have, you also acknowledge and celebrate the efforts of others. This creates a sense of warmth and connection that is impossible to ignore. Let's start small. When was the last time you truly appreciated something or someone? Maybe it was a thoughtful gesture, a moment of kindness, or even the simple pleasure of sharing a conversation. Gratitude doesn't have to be grand. It's about being present and intentional. Something as simple as saying thank you with sincerity can have a profound impact. Gratitude also has a ripple effect. When you show a man that you notice and appreciate what he does, whether it's something big like supporting you through a tough time or something small like opening the door, it encourages him to open up and invest even more in the relationship. Why? Because everyone deep down craves acknowledgement. When you practice gratitude, you're fulfilling a fundamental human need, creating a bond that feels natural and effortless. Imagine starting each day with a gratitude journal. Write down 3 things you're grateful for, big or small. Maybe it's the laughter you shared with him yesterday, the way he looks at you when you're deep in thought, or simply the fact that you get to wake up and experience another day. This practice doesn't just change your perspective, it changes how others perceive you. Gratitude exudes positivity, and positivity is irresistible. But gratitude isn't just about saying thank you. It's also about showing appreciation through actions. Have you ever thought about surprising him with a thoughtful gesture, like his favorite snack or a handwritten note? These small, unexpected acts of kindness go a long way in showing that you value him. Men notice these things, even if they don't always say so. Here's a little challenge for you. The next time he does something sweet, no matter how small, pause for a moment. Instead of giving a quick thanks, look him in the eye and say something like, "I really appreciate that. It means a lot to me." Watch how his face lights up. That simple acknowledgement creates a spark, a moment of connection that stays with him. The great Stoic philosopher Epictetus once said, "He is a wise man who does not grieve for the things he has not but rejoices for those which he has." Gratitude is a cornerstone of Stoicism because it reminds us to focus on what truly matters. When you embrace this mindset, you're not just more attractive, you're more present, more alive, and more connected to those around you. Now, let me ask you, how can you infuse more gratitude into your relationships today? Start with the small things. Recognize the effort he puts into his life, his goals, and even the relationship. When you celebrate these things, you're not just building his confidence, you're deepening the bond between you. If you're enjoying this journey into the Stoic skills that make men addicted to you, let me know. Like this video and comment number 1 if gratitude resonates with you as a key to building lasting connections. And don't forget to subscribe so you never miss another opportunity to unlock your full potential in life and love. Get ready, because the next skill is a game changer. It's about mastering your emotions to become a woman of irresistible strength and grace. Stay with me, you won't want to miss this. 3. Emotional control, mastering calmness. Imagine this. You're in the middle of a heated conversation, emotions are running high, and the tension feels like it could explode at any moment. But instead of reacting impulsively or letting frustration take over, you pause. You take a deep breath, center yourself, and respond with grace and clarity. This is the essence of emotional control, a skill that not only commands respect but also creates a powerful sense of attraction. Men are naturally drawn to women who can regulate their emotions. Why? Because emotional stability signals maturity, strength, and resilience. When you can handle life's challenges without being overwhelmed, you become a pillar of calm in a chaotic world. And that is profoundly magnetic. Emotional control isn't about suppressing your feelings or pretending nothing bothers you. On the contrary, it's about acknowledging your emotions and choosing how to respond. It's a practice rooted in Stoicism, where you learn to observe your feelings without letting them dictate your actions. This balance between acknowledgement and self-mastery is where true power lies. Start with mindfulness. Think of it as a moment-to-moment awareness of your inner world. When emotions arise, instead of reacting immediately, take a step back. Ask yourself, why am I feeling this way? What's really triggering me? By identifying the root of your emotions, you create space to respond thoughtfully rather than impulsively. Let's talk about tools to help you master this skill. Deep breathing exercises are a game changer. The next time you feel yourself on the verge of snapping or shutting down, try this. Inhale deeply for 4 seconds, hold your breath for 4 seconds, and exhale slowly for 4 seconds. Repeat this cycle until you feel your body start to relax. It may sound simple, but this small act can completely shift your emotional state. Meditation is another powerful tool. Even just 5 minutes a day of sitting quietly and focusing on your breath can help you build the mental strength to manage your emotions. Over time, this practice makes you more aware of your emotional triggers and better equipped to handle them with grace. Think about how emotional control plays out in relationships. Imagine your partner coming home from a stressful day, venting frustrations that have nothing to do with you. Instead of getting defensive or taking his mood personally, you remain calm. You listen, you empathize, and you respond with understanding. That kind of emotional stability isn't just attractive, it's transformative. It creates a safe space where he feels supported and valued. Now, consider the opposite. Emotional outbursts, knee-jerk reactions, or holding grudges. These behaviors can erode trust and connection over time. Emotional control, on the other hand, strengthens bonds because it shows that you're reliable and self-aware. It's about becoming someone he knows he can turn to, no matter what. A key part of emotional control is learning to let go of what you can't control. The Stoics believed that our energy is best spent on the things within our power, our thoughts, actions, and reactions. When you release the need to control external circumstances, you free yourself from unnecessary stress and become a source of calm for others. Here's an example. You've been waiting for his call, but hours go by and your mind starts to race. Instead of jumping to conclusions or sending a frustrated message, you pause. You remind yourself that his actions are beyond your control, but your reaction isn't. By choosing patience and understanding, you not only avoid unnecessary conflict, but also demonstrate emotional maturity. Emotional control is a practice. It's not about being perfect all the time. You'll have moments when your emotions get the best of you. And that's okay. What matters is how quickly you can recognize it, recover, and learn from the experience. Each time you choose calmness over chaos, you're reinforcing a powerful habit that makes you more attractive and resilient. And here's the truth: men notice. They notice when you stay composed in a tough situation, when you respond thoughtfully instead of reacting impulsively, and when you show the kind of emotional strength that inspires trust. This skill doesn't just make you alluring, it makes you unforgettable. So, the next time you find yourself in an emotionally charged moment, take a deep breath and remember, you have the power to choose your response. By mastering emotional control, you're not just creating harmony in your relationships, you're becoming a woman of remarkable strength and grace. And that is something no man can resist. Let's move on to the next skill, one that builds on this foundation of calmness and self-awareness: the art of rational thinking. It's time to unlock the clarity that makes you even more irresistible. 4. Rational thinking. A balanced mindset. Have you ever met someone who seemed unshakable, no matter what life threw at them? Someone who approaches challenges with clarity and makes decisions with such precision that it feels almost effortless. That's the power of rational thinking. It's not just a skill, it's a magnetic quality that sets you apart and makes you unforgettable. Men are drawn to women who can think clearly, who stay grounded when emotions run high, and who bring reason and wisdom to the table. Rational thinking is the art of aligning your choices with logic rather than letting emotions cloud your judgment. This doesn't mean ignoring your feelings, it's about balancing your heart with your mind. It's one of the core principles of Stoicism, and it has the power to transform your relationships. Think about a situation where emotions might take over, perhaps a misunderstanding in a conversation, or a moment of frustration when plans go awry. It's tempting to react impulsively, but what if instead you paused? You took a step back and asked yourself, what's the bigger picture here? What's the best outcome I can work toward? This moment of reflection can completely change the course of events. Rational thinking isn't just about solving problems, it's about being someone who others can rely on. Imagine being the woman he turns to for advice because he trusts your judgment. Imagine being the voice of calm and reason in his life, someone who sees through the noise and helps him find clarity. That's the kind of connection rational thinking fosters. So, how do you cultivate this powerful skill? Start by practicing self-awareness. Pay attention to your triggers, the things that tend to spark emotional reactions, and take note of how you usually respond. The more you understand your patterns, the better equipped you'll be to pause and choose a thoughtful response instead of an automatic reaction. Another key aspect of rational thinking is reflection. Before making a decision, consider the pros and cons, weigh the potential outcomes, and think long-term. Ask yourself, will this choice align with my values? Will it bring me closer to the life I want to build? This intentional approach not only improves your decisions, but also showcases a sense of stability and wisdom that men find incredibly attractive. Here's an example. Imagine you're in a relationship and your partner does something that upsets you. Instead of jumping to conclusions or confronting him in the heat of the moment, you take a breath. You ask yourself, is this really about me, or could there be another explanation? How can I address this in a way that strengthens our connection rather than tearing it down? By approaching the situation with rationality, you create an opportunity for meaningful dialogue rather than conflict. Being open to feedback is another vital part of rational thinking. A woman who is willing to learn and grow is endlessly captivating. When you ask for input, whether from a partner, friend, or mentor, you show humility and desire to improve. This openness not only enhances your own growth but also fosters deeper trust and respect in your relationships. Rational thinking also involves letting go of what's beyond your control. The Stoics believed that we waste energy trying to change things that are out of our hands. Instead, focus on what you can influence: your actions, your choices, and your mindset. This shift in perspective not only reduces stress but also makes you a source of calm in any relationship. Now, let's talk about the impact of rational thinking on attraction. When a man sees that you can navigate life's challenges with clarity and composure, he feels inspired. He feels like he can rely on you, not just as a partner, but as an equal. Rational thinking doesn't just make you attractive, it makes you unforgettable, the kind of woman he wants by his side through thick and thin. So, what's your next step? How can you bring more rationality into your decisions and interactions? Start small. The next time you're faced with a tough choice, pause and reflect before acting. Practice seeking clarity and aligning your actions with your values. Over time, this approach will become second nature. If you've made it this far, it's clear that you're serious about unlocking these powerful Stoic skills. Let's keep the momentum going. Like this video and comment number 1 if rational thinking resonates with you as a game changer in relationships. And don't forget to subscribe to stay connected as we uncover even more ways to elevate your personal growth and love life. The journey doesn't stop here. Next, we'll explore a skill that's all about bouncing back stronger than ever. It's time to discover the art of resilience. 5. Resilience. Bouncing back stronger. Life is full of challenges, isn't it? There are moments that test your patience, shake your confidence, and make you question your strength. But here's the truth. It's not about avoiding those moments, it's about how you rise after facing them. Resilience is the skill that transforms setbacks into stepping stones, and it's one of the most attractive traits a person can have. Men are naturally drawn to women who are resilient, not because they expect you to carry the weight of the world, but because resilience shows inner strength and self-reliance. It signals that you're someone who can navigate life's storms with grace, turning adversity into growth. And let's be honest, there's something undeniably captivating about a woman who refuses to be defeated by life's challenges. Resilience isn't just about surviving difficult times, it's about thriving despite them. It's the ability to adapt, learn, and grow when things don't go as planned. Think of it like this. Every challenge you face is an opportunity to build your inner strength and show the world, and yourself, just how capable you are. How do you cultivate resilience? Start by reframing failure. Instead of seeing it as an end, view it as a beginning, a chance to learn and improve. The Stoics believed that every obstacle contains the seed of opportunity. When you shift your mindset from "why is this happening to me?" to "what can I learn from this?", you unlock the power of resilience. Here's a practical example. Imagine you've been working hard toward a goal, but things don't go as planned. Maybe you didn't get the job you wanted, or a project fell through. Instead of letting disappointment consume you, take a moment to reflect. Ask yourself, what can I do differently next time? How can I use this experience to grow stronger? This proactive approach not only builds resilience but also sets you apart as someone who's unshaken by life's uncertainties. Another key to resilience is embracing imperfection. Life isn't perfect, and neither are we. When you let go of the need to have everything figured out, you free yourself from unnecessary pressure. Resilience isn't about being flawless. It's about being flexible. It's about bending without breaking and finding strength in vulnerability. Think about how resilience plays out in relationships. Imagine you and your partner hit a rough patch, misunderstandings, disagreements, or external stressors threaten your connection. A resilient woman doesn't run from these challenges, she faces them head-on, with patience and determination. She communicates openly, seeks solutions, and remains hopeful even when things feel uncertain. This kind of emotional fortitude deepens trust and strengthens the bond between you. Resilience is also closely tied to self-care. To bounce back from challenges, you need to prioritize your mental, emotional, and physical well-being. Take time to rest, recharge, and reflect. Whether it's journaling, meditating, or simply taking a walk in nature, These moments of self-care help you stay grounded and ready to tackle whatever comes your way. Let's not forget the power of support. Resilient women know when to lean on their loved ones for help and encouragement. This isn't a sign of weakness, it's a testament to your strength. Asking for support shows that you value connection and trust, which are vital components of resilience. Now imagine how resilience looks from his perspective. He sees a woman who doesn't crumble under pressure, who takes life's challenges in stride, and who inspires him to do the same. He sees someone who can weather the storms with him, making the relationship stronger. That kind of strength isn't just attractive, it's unforgettable. But resilience isn't built overnight. It's a skill you cultivate through practice, reflection, and determination. Every time you face a setback and choose to rise again, you're proving to yourself and others that you're capable of more than you ever imagined. And with each challenge, you're becoming the kind of woman who not only survives but thrives. So, what challenges have you faced recently, and how can you use them to grow? Take a moment to reflect on how far you've come, even if it doesn't feel like it sometimes. Remember, resilience isn't about never falling, it's about always getting back up. From here, we'll explore another Stoic skill that's as empowering as it is magnetic: self-discipline. Get ready to discover how this trait can elevate your life and make you even more irresistible. Let's keep this journey going. 6. Self-discipline. Staying true to your goals. Have you ever noticed how captivating it is to see someone so focused, so committed to their goals, that nothing can sway them? There's something undeniably attractive about a person who not only dreams big, but also has the self-discipline to make those dreams a reality. Self-discipline isn't just about control, it's about empowerment, purpose, and showing the world, and yourself, that you value your time and potential. Men are naturally drawn to women with self-discipline because it reflects maturity, independence, and a sense of direction. It's a quality that says, I know what I want, and I'm willing to work for it. This isn't about being rigid or overly strict with yourself. It's about honoring your commitments and aligning your actions with your values. Let's start with this question. How often do you prioritize what's truly important to you? Self-discipline begins with clarity, knowing what matters most and focusing your energy on it. Whether it's your health, career, or personal growth, the ability to stay consistent in your efforts shows not only dedication but also self-respect. And when you respect yourself, others will naturally follow suit. One of the best ways to build self-discipline is by creating a routine. It doesn't have to be complicated or overly structured, just something that keeps you aligned with your goals. For example, if personal growth is a priority, dedicate 20 minutes a day to reading, journaling, or practicing a new skill. These small, consistent actions compound over time, leading to big results. Another key aspect of self-discipline is learning to say no. This might be one of the hardest yet most liberating skills to master. Whether it's turning down distractions or standing firm against temptations that don't serve your long-term goals, saying no is an act of self-care. It's about protecting your time and energy for what truly matters. Imagine this scenario. You've committed to waking up early to work on a passion project. Your alarm goes off, and the temptation to hit snooze is strong. But instead of giving in, you remind yourself of your why, the reason this project is so important to you. You push past the initial resistance and get to work. This simple act of discipline doesn't just move you closer to your goal, it strengthens your confidence and reinforces your belief in your ability to follow through. Think about how this looks in a relationship. When a man sees that you're disciplined in your life, whether it's sticking to your fitness routine, managing your time effectively, or pursuing your passions, he sees someone who is grounded and reliable. Self-discipline creates a sense of stability, which is not only attractive but also deeply reassuring. But here's the secret. Self-discipline isn't just about saying no to distractions, it's also about saying yes to the things that nurture your soul. It's about prioritizing rest, joy, and connection, knowing that balance is essential for long-term success. When you show that you can work hard and also make time for the things that bring you happiness, you become someone who embodies both strength and grace. The Stoics believed that self-discipline was a cornerstone of a meaningful life. It's the practice of choosing what is best over what is easy, of aligning your actions with your highest values. And here's the beauty of it. The more you practice self-discipline, the more natural it becomes. Each choice you make to stay true to your goals builds momentum, making the next choice easier. Now, let's talk about how self-discipline impacts attraction. When a man sees you pursuing your dreams with determination, it inspires him. It challenges him to step up and match your energy, to strive for more in his own life. Your discipline becomes a source of motivation, not just for you, but for him as well. That's the kind of energy that makes you unforgettable. So let me ask you, what's one area of your life where you can practice more self-discipline? Whether it's setting boundaries, committing to a goal, or simply being more mindful of your daily habits, every step you take is a step toward becoming the best version of yourself. If this resonates with you, let me know. Like this video and comment number 1 if you believe self-discipline is a game changer in life and relationships. And don't forget to subscribe so you never miss another powerful lesson on how to cultivate your inner magnetism and live a life aligned with your values. 7. Leadership, inspiring confidence and trust. Have you ever felt captivated by someone who naturally takes charge, not by commanding or demanding, but by inspiring others with their vision and confidence? True leadership isn't about authority, it's about influence. It's the quiet strength of someone who leads by example, showing integrity and empathy in every decision they make. And when you embody this kind of leadership, you become magnetic, the kind of woman who stands out effortlessly. Leadership in relationships and life doesn't mean controlling or dominating. It means being a guiding force, someone who lifts others up and brings out their best. Men are instinctively drawn to women who exhibit leadership qualities because it signals strength, clarity, and reliability. It shows that you can stand strong on your own but also know how to create a harmonious partnership. So, how can you cultivate this type of leadership? Start with self-awareness. Leadership begins with knowing who you are, what you stand for, and what you want to achieve. Take the time to reflect on your values and priorities, and ensure that your actions align with them. This clarity of purpose not only gives you direction but also inspires trust and respect from those around you. Next, consider how you handle challenges. True leaders don't shy away from difficulties. They face them head-on with courage and grace. When things don't go as planned, instead of reacting with frustration, take a moment to evaluate the situation. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can I use this experience to grow? This approach not only strengthens your character but also sets a powerful example for those who look up to you. Empathy is another cornerstone of leadership. It's not just about making decisions, it's about understanding how those decisions impact others. When you lead with empathy, you create a sense of connection and trust that makes people feel valued. Imagine being the kind of partner who listens deeply, who understands not just what's being said, but also what's being felt. That level of understanding creates a bond that's hard to break. Think about how leadership plays out in relationships. Imagine your partner is going through a tough time, feeling uncertain or overwhelmed. A true leader doesn't try to fix everything or take over. Instead, she provides support and encouragement, creating a space where he feels safe to share and grow. This balance of strength and empathy is what makes leadership so attractive. It's a sign of someone who can handle life's challenges with grace and inspire others to do the same. Leadership also involves taking initiative. Whether it's planning a meaningful date, starting a project you're passionate about, or offering a solution to a shared problem, taking the lead shows that you're proactive and invested. It's about showing that you care enough to make an effort, that you're willing to step up and contribute to the relationship or situation. Now, let's explore how leadership impacts attraction. Men notice when you carry yourself with purpose, when you're not afraid to take charge of your own life and pursue your goals. It's not about being overbearing, it's about exuding a quiet confidence that says, "I know who I am, and I'm not afraid to lead the way." This kind of energy draws people in because it's grounded, inspiring, and full of possibility. But leadership isn't just about big moments, it's also about the small, everyday actions that reflect your character. It's about following through on your promises, treating others with respect, and standing up for what you believe in. These consistent actions build trust and admiration over time, creating a foundation for deeper connections. Let's not forget that leadership is also about humility. A true leader isn't afraid to admit when they're wrong, to ask for help, or to share credit where it's due. This humility shows strength, not weakness, and it creates a sense of partnership and equality in any relationship. As you reflect on leadership, consider this. How can you step into a more proactive and inspiring role in your own life? What small actions can you take to lead with strength, empathy, and integrity? Remember, leadership isn't about being perfect, it's about being authentic and intentional. From here, we'll explore the next Stoic skill that adds an even deeper layer to your character: integrity. Get ready to uncover how living in alignment with your values can transform your relationships and your life. Let's keep this journey of growth and empowerment moving forward. 8. Integrity, a foundation of trust. Imagine this. You're talking to someone who stands firm in their values, whose actions consistently match their words. There's no pretense, no games, just a deep, unwavering honesty that makes you feel safe, respected, and understood. That's the power of integrity, and it's one of the most attractive traits you can embody. It's the foundation of trust and the secret ingredient to building relationships that last. Men are instinctively drawn to women who live with integrity because it signals authenticity, strength, and reliability. In a world where it's easy to get caught up in appearances or fleeting trends, integrity sets you apart as someone who is real and grounded. It says, "This is who I am, and I'm proud of it." That kind of confidence in your values is magnetic. Integrity begins with alignment between your thoughts, words, and actions. Ask yourself, do my choices reflect the person I want to be? Am I consistent in how I treat others, even when no one is watching? The Stoics believed that living in harmony with your values is the key to inner peace and lasting respect. And when you embody this harmony, you create a presence that's impossible to ignore. Let's talk about how integrity shows up in everyday life. Imagine someone makes a promise but doesn't follow through. How does that feel? Now, imagine the opposite. Someone who always keeps their word, no matter how small or big the promise. It builds trust, doesn't it? When you live with integrity, you're showing the world and him that you're dependable and true to your word. Integrity also means standing firm in your beliefs, even when it's not the easy thing to do. It's about saying no to situations or people that don't align with your values, even if it feels uncomfortable in the moment. Think of it as a quiet strength, a willingness to stay true to yourself, no matter the cost. This kind of conviction isn't just admirable, it's deeply attractive. Now, let's explore how integrity impacts relationships. Imagine a situation where there's a disagreement or misunderstanding. A woman with integrity doesn't manipulate, avoid, or place blame. Instead, she communicates openly and honestly, seeking resolution and understanding. This level of transparency fosters trust and creates a safe space where both partners can grow together. Here's a practical example. You're in a relationship, and your partner asks for your honest opinion about something important to him. Instead of telling him what you think he wants to hear, you share your thoughts with kindness and clarity. Your honesty shows that you respect him enough to be real, and it deepens the connection between you. Integrity also means holding yourself accountable. We all make mistakes, it's part of being human. But how you handle those moments is what sets you apart. A woman of integrity owns up to her actions, apologizes sincerely when needed, and takes steps to make things right. This kind of accountability not only builds trust but also inspires admiration. Think about the men in your life, partners, friends, colleagues. They're drawn to women who stand firm in their truth because it creates a sense of stability and confidence. When you live with integrity, you're not trying to impress anyone, you're simply being yourself. And that authenticity is what makes you unforgettable. Now, let's bring it to being honest about your feelings. Each of these small actions resonates with you. Let me know. Like this video and comment number 1 if integrity feels like the key to building trust and connection in your life. And with integrity, life. Next, we're diving into a skill that turns appreciation into action: gratitude. Get ready, more meaningful. 9. Gratitude in action. Showing appreciation. Gratitude is one of those quiet, yet transformative forces that can spring it. When gratitude through your actions takes it to a whole new level. It's not just about acknowledging what you value, it's about actively demonstrating it, making the people in your life as you share connection. Gratitude in action works the same way in your relationship, or men in particular are deeply moved by this kind of appreciation. They may not always say it, but knowing their efforts are recognized, showing up for you. Gratitude isn't about grand displays, it's the little things that make the biggest difference. Or even a simple acknowledgement can create your life. When you notice these actions with you, gratitude in action can also mean surprising him with kindness. Perhaps he's been working hard or dealing with stress. What can you do? It could be as simple as cooking his favorite meal, leaving him a heartfelt note, or planning a relaxing evening together. These acts show that you're paying attention. And when you focus on the positive aspects of your connection, you naturally amplify them. Instead of dwelling on what's lacking, this shift in perspective creates a sense of warmth and optimism that's incredibly attractive. The Stoics believed in practicing gratitude as a way of. Epictetus famously said, "He is a wise man who does not grieve for the things he has not, but rejoices for those which he has." When you live with gratitude, I noticed how much effort you put in life, nurturing the connection between you, kindness and positivity, can flourish. Of course, gratitude in action is a two-way street. Relationships thrive when both partners feel valued and appreciated, creating a cycle of mutual respect and warmth for a partnership built on trust, admiration, and genuine connection. When you focus on what you're thankful for, you cultivate a sense of abundance that spills over into every aspect of your life. Something you give, it's something that transforms you from the inside out, making you more open, compassionate, and irresistible. 10. Positive communication. Someone is one of those quiet, yet understanding. That's the power of positive communication, and it's about connecting on a deeper level. When you give someone your full attention, men are drawn to this level of attentiveness because it's rare and deeply comforting. It shows that you bring gratitude through your experiences. But communication isn't just about hearing, it's about how you express yourself too. Imagine a moment of conflict. Instead of reacting with frustration, you pause. You choose your words with care, speaking with kindness and express your feelings. It means you express them in a way that fosters connection rather than had a tough day and seems distant. Laugh today. Making the people in your life showing that you care without pressuring him. Men are drawn to women who can believe. You invite him to do the same. Creating a relationship built on mutual understanding is usual intelligence. Show up, and the effort You might pick up on his body language or tone of voice and adjust your approach as a deeper connection. Tone during a heated discussion can diffuse tension and invite a connection. Learning to use your tone effectively is a subtle but powerful step. It becomes a comfortable space where both of you feel safe. This kind of connection isn't you perfect overnight. It's a practice, something you cultivate in particular action. Openness by this kind of appreciation, you're becoming the kind of woman who doesn't just attract men but deeply inspires them. So can you approach with more empathy and clarity? Each step you take toward unshakable. If this is a game changer for your, or even a simple acknowledgement can create a ripple effect that strengthens your bond. Start by paying attention to the details. What does he do that makes your life easier or more joyful? Maybe it's something as small as holding the door open for you, remembering your favorite coffee order, or sending you a text to check in. When you notice these actions and acknowledge them, whether with words, a smile, or a hug, it reinforces the connection between you. Gratitude in action can also mean surprising him with kindness. Perhaps he's been working hard or dealing with stress. What can you do to lift his spirits? It could be as simple as cooking his favorite meal, leaving him a heartfelt note, or planning a relaxing evening together. These acts show that you're paying attention, that you care about his well-being, and that you value him. But gratitude in action isn't just about him, it's also about the energy you bring to the relationship. When you focus on the positive aspects of your connection, you naturally amplify them. Instead of dwelling on what's lacking, you celebrate what's good. This shift in perspective creates a sense of warmth and optimism that's incredibly attractive. The Stoics believed in practicing gratitude as a way of life. Epictetus famously said, "He is a wise man who does not grieve for the things he has not, but rejoices for those which he has." When you live with gratitude, you're not only more content, you're more and when you're present, you're able to fully appreciate the person in front of you. Think about how this translates to your relationship. Imagine the impact of saying, "I really appreciate how you always make time for us, even when you're busy," or "I noticed how much effort you put into that, and it means so much to me." These words don't just make him feel valued, they inspire him to keep nurturing the connection between you. Gratitude in action isn't limited to words or gestures, it's also about your attitude. Do you approach your interactions with kindness and positivity? Do you make an effort to show that you're invested in the relationship? These subtle yet powerful behaviors create an environment where love and respect can flourish. Of course, gratitude in action is a two-way street. When you model this behavior, it often encourages him to reciprocate. Relationships thrive when both partners feel valued and appreciated, creating a cycle of mutual respect and care. By embodying gratitude, you set the tone for a partnership built on trust, admiration, and genuine connection. Finally, take a moment to reflect on how gratitude shapes your own experience. When you focus on what you're thankful for, you cultivate a sense of abundance that spills over into every aspect of your life. Gratitude isn't just something you give, it's something that transforms you from the inside out, making you more open, compassionate, and irresistible. 10. Positive communication. The art of connection. Have you ever felt completely understood by someone? Like every word you spoke was heard, every emotion you expressed was valued, and every silence was filled with mutual understanding. That's the power of positive communication, and it's one of the most magnetic qualities you can possess. It's not just about talking, it's about connecting on a deeper level, creating bonds that linger in his heart and mind. Positive communication begins with listening, truly listening. When you give someone your full attention, without interrupting or forming your response while they're still speaking, you create a space of trust and vulnerability. Men are drawn to this level of attentiveness because it's rare and deeply comforting. It shows that you value his thoughts, his emotions, and his experiences. But communication isn't just about hearing, it's about how you express yourself too. Imagine a moment of conflict or misunderstanding. Instead of reacting with frustration, you pause. You choose your words with care, speaking with kindness and clarity. This doesn't mean you suppress your feelings. It means you express them in a way that fosters connection rather than division. Here's a practical example. Say he's had a tough day and seems distant. Instead of assuming the worst or pushing for immediate answers, you might say, "I noticed you seem a little off today. Is there anything you'd like to talk about? I'm here for you." This approach combines empathy with openness, showing that you care without pressuring him. It's a simple yet powerful way to create intimacy. Positive communication also means being authentic. Men are drawn to women who can be honest about their needs, desires, and boundaries without fear of judgment. When you share your thoughts openly and respectfully, you invite him to do the same, creating a relationship built on mutual understanding. Another aspect of positive communication is emotional intelligence. This means recognizing and managing your own emotions while being attuned to his. For example, if he's feeling overwhelmed, you might pick up on his body language or tone of voice and adjust your approach. Emotional intelligence shows that you're in tune with him, and that awareness fosters a deeper connection. Let's talk about tone, it's everything. The way you say something can have as much impact as what you're saying. A soft, steady tone during a heated discussion can diffuse tension and invite collaboration. A playful tone during light-hearted moments can create joy and laughter. Learning to use your tone effectively is a subtle but powerful way to enhance communication. Now imagine how positive communication can transform a relationship. Instead of misunderstandings turning into arguments, they become opportunities for growth. Instead of silence creating distance, it becomes a comfortable space where both of you feel safe. This kind of connection isn't just attractive, it's enduring. But positive communication isn't something you perfect overnight. It's a practice, something you cultivate with intention and patience. Each time you choose empathy over reaction, openness over defensiveness, and authenticity over pretense, you're strengthening your ability to connect. And with each interaction, you're becoming the kind of woman who doesn't just attract men but deeply inspires them. So, how will you use positive communication in your life? What conversations can you approach with more empathy and clarity? Each step you take toward mastering this skill brings you closer to building relationships that are rich, meaningful, and unforgettable. If this resonates with you, let me know. Like this video and comment number 1 if positive communication feels like a game changer for your relationships. And don't forget to subscribe so you never miss another chance to grow and discover more ways to unlock your full potential. Congratulations, you've just uncovered the 10 Stoic skills that have the power to transform your relationships and your life. From confidence to gratitude, emotional control to positive communication, these principles aren't just tools to make him addicted to you. They're the foundation for becoming your most powerful, authentic, and magnetic self. What makes these skills so impactful? They're rooted in the ancient wisdom of Stoicism, a philosophy that teaches us how to navigate life with clarity, resilience, and purpose. By applying these skills, you're not only elevating your relationships but also creating a life filled with strength, meaning, and connection. It's about becoming the kind of woman who inspires others, not by chasing after them, but by standing confidently in your own light. As you reflect on everything we've explored together, ask yourself, which skill resonates with you the most? Is it the way gratitude can strengthen bonds? The quiet power of resilience? Or the magnetic pull of integrity? Wherever you choose to begin, remember that every small step you take is a step toward growth. Let this journey be more than just knowledge. Let it be action. Practice these skills daily. Watch how they transform not just your interactions with him, but your entire approach to life. These are tools you can return to again and again, refining and mastering them as you evolve. If this video inspired you, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Like this video and comment number 1 if these Stoic skills spoke to you. Share your favorite takeaway, your goals, or even the first step you're planning to take on this journey. And if you haven't already, subscribe so you never miss another opportunity to grow and learn more about how to create the life and love you deserve. Thank you for being part of this journey. Your growth, your transformation, and your light inspire me to keep sharing these insights. Remember, the power to captivate, connect, and thrive is already within you. Keep embracing it, and I'll see you in the next video. Until then, stay strong, stay inspired, and keep shining.